I walked the bridge in 72, where legends played in royal blue. Osgood's Grace, Bonetti's hand.
Hello and welcome to another Chelsea chat. And yesterday in the FA Cup third round, it was Charlton 1, Chelsea 5. And when the team sheet came out, I got to admit, I was a little bit worried. We had Jorgensen in goal. Right back we had Achapong. In the middle we had Tosin and Badiashile. Always a worry. And left back we had Hato. Impressed me last couple of times I've seen him, but he had that mare in the Champions League, didn't he? In midfield, Caicedo and Andre Santos. No real worries there. In front of them, Garnacho on the left. Never fails to disappoint, in my humble opinion. Buonetti, is it Buonetto, in the middle. And on the other wing, we had Jamie Gittins. Up front, Mark Gee. Yeah, first half, we huffed, we puffed. Charlton, to be fair, they pressed well. I'd watched Nathan Jones' teams a couple of times. Last time was Southampton, and they were absolutely woeful. So when we were drawn against Charlton, and I knew who the manager was, I thought, yes, maybe we can give a few youngsters a bit of a run out. I wasn't totally convinced by the team, but I thought to myself, if that's the team Egbali and Bowley want to put out, then fair enough. You've got to trust in their management at some point, haven't you? And away we went. We huffed, we puffed. There was a lot of playing back again. I've realised now, though, why Garnacho always passes back. It's because when he tries taking on the man, he loses the ball. A couple of times, the guy didn't even tackle him. I think he takes his eye off the ball. He should maybe try blind football. They'll put a bell in the ball for him. I think that'd help him no end. And it hit his foot a couple of times and off it went. He had a couple of chances that he hit wide. But I was generally disappointed with Garnacho as opposed to Gittins. I was very impressed with Gittins. I don't know if it's the training he's been getting from Paul Winstanley and Stewart. I don't know. But he was more direct yesterday. The lad has got talent. The lad has got speed. And let's hope he starts to use it. What I saw yesterday is more than capable of being better than Madueke. People don't get on his back, and I know that's difficult with Chelsea social media. But if people don't get on his back, I think he could turn out to be a fine player. Hato yesterday I was very impressed with. One great block. His reading of the game's very good, and of course he gave us the lead just before half time. What a beautifully timed shot. The technique was marvellous, and half volley, top corner. Half time we went 1-0 up. Second half, not long before Tosin, little deft header, took it well, and 2-0. They get one back. Of course they did. No matter how bad they are, they get one back with Leeburn, who we just can't mark set pieces, can we? We just cannot mark set pieces. The first person I've had out the door was a set piece coach, but he's been retained. So perhaps he doesn't actually coach. Perhaps that's left to Egbali. Perhaps Egbali comes down and says, right, we're going to zonal mark and we're going to man mark. We're going to leave the posts empty, but with people on the posts. I don't know, because he's obviously an expert in soccer. In the 62nd minute, our 2-goal lead was restored with Mark Gu. The lad really ran his socks off yesterday. His pressing was excellent. Should have scored before, if I'm being brutally honest, but took his goal well, come back off the keeper, and a striker's goal, what we've been crying out for. Then the cavalry come on. Neto, Enzo, Esteval and Liam Delap, and different game. Charlton, no disrespect to Charlton, and they really tried their hardest, but they've got no quality in that side that is easily visible. Probably explains where they are in the league, and they've only won one, is it, in the last 6. They relied on their goalkeeper a lot. I thought Mannion was excellent, even though he conceded 5, and Chelsea just really overran them. In injury time, Pedro Neto, lovely little cutback, basically left the guy on his bum, and then he wrong-footed the keeper, and it was 4-1. I thought myself, right, okay, it's time to open my second bottle of wine, when there was a penalty. Whether it was a penalty or not, I'm not sure, but Enzo Fernandez stuck it away, 5-1. So yeah, I don't know what I got from that game. I don't know what I learnt from it. I learnt that there's a player in Gittins. I learnt that Liam Delap's got to work on his finishing. Crikey, he had a stone wall chance that you only had to. I know he was leaning back slightly, but you got to adjust your feet at that level. Adjust your feet. He had a tap in really that he missed. What else did I learn? I learned that Delap's got quite a nice little understanding going with Esteval, and so has Enzo Fernandez. There's little understandings gradually growing together, and that's nice to see as well. What else did I learn? I learnt that Garnacho is about as bad as I thought he was before the game. I learnt that we can't defend set pieces, even against Charlton, managed by Nathan Jones. I learnt that Andre Santos can be a decent midfielder. Playing in that deep role, I've not looked his passing percentages up, but I bet it's around about the 90% mark. Always wanted the ball. Do you know what I like with seeing a young lad? If they've lost the ball, A, they go to try and get it back, but B, they're not scared 2 minutes later to take on the responsibility of getting the ball, even when they're surrounded. And that lad's got that quality. So, yeah, Andre Santos is growing on me. What else did I learn? That was about it. Jorgensen made a good save from the first header before Lee Byrne whacked it in the back of the net. So I learnt that not only can we not defend set pieces, but we aren't first to the second ball either, which is a worry. So I learnt we need a new set piece coach. Didn't really learn it, I knew that before. And that's about all I can say on that game really. So I just score them. Jorgensen gets a 6. Not really much more he could do about the goal. He punches. He hasn't got the confidence to catch the ball, so you definitely lose that when Sanchez isn't playing. And you are under more pressure from set pieces because of that. But he gets a 6 though. A couple of dodgy balls. I'm frightened to death. Mind you, I'm frightened to death when Sanchez has got it on the floor. So just the way we play, isn't it? Right back, Achiapong. I thought he had a decent game yesterday. Same as always, lost it a couple of times. A couple of great runs forward. He does remind me of a young Ferdinand, really. But yeah, very good yesterday. I'm going to give Achiapong a 7. Inside him, we've got Tosin. And Tosin gets a 7. Got his goal. The marking at the back is, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's meant to be zonal, but I'm not blaming him for the goal actually. I think it was more Badiashile. But yeah, Tosin is an average central defender. He's not Chelsea quality, and neither is Badiashile. But yeah, Tosin yesterday he'll get a 7, and Badiashile gets a 6.5. Few dodgy moments. Got that booking that he didn't need, and yeah, it just frightens me to death. Luckily, we're playing against poor opposition, but Premier League, no. Hato yesterday gets an 8. I was really impressed with the young lad. Scored a great goal, and I was just impressed with his general play. Couple of great tackles, great block. Only gave it away once, from what I can remember. Yeah, he had a good game. In front of them, Caicedo gets an 8.5 and Andre Santos gets a 7.5. In front of them, Garnacho gets a 3. In the middle here, Buonanotte, how do just score him? He gave it away poorly sometimes. Some poor decisions, but some really good stuff as well. He gets a 6. Gittins gets an 8 as well. Very direct. I liked his feet. I like the fact that he gets back and does a bit of defensive work as well. Yeah, he had a good game yesterday. And Mark Gee, for me, he's my man of the match. I'm going to give him an 8.5, but he just edges Caicedo for me for his sheer work rate. Caicedo, it's so easy to give it to him, but I thought Gee was good. Should have scored earlier, but the effort that lad puts in, and the defensive work as well, he gets back. The ground covered, he must easily have covered more ground than anyone else. I will check it out. But yeah, I liked what I saw. Don't score the subs, but they made such a big difference, didn't they? And the manager, Rosinia gets an 8. Good start, and yeah, playing against quite a poor side, but he picked a team to give some of our reserves minutes. And unlike under Maresca, some of them looked like they could and wanted to challenge for a first team place. So getting them fired up like that and getting that particularly second half performance out of them, although they weren't terrible in the first half, they were just much of a muchness with a poor Charlton side. So yeah, good start. As I've said all along, I hope he proves us all wrong. Whatever interference he's getting, I hope he handles it well, and I don't know what to say. I wish him well anyway. He seems a nice young man, and who can blame him for taking that job? I'd probably took it even if Egbarley had to come round and see the missus once a week as part of the contract conditions. Anyway, that's all from me. Let me know what you thought about it, and yeah, I shall speak to you after Arsenal. Oh, I won't lie, not looking forward to that, but there we go. They always prove me wrong, don't they? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and as I say, speak to you after Arsenal. Up to Chelsea.
The bridge in 72, where legends played in royal blue. Osgood's grace, Bonetti's hands. We stood and roared from the old shed stand. Hudson danced and Hutch would fight. Charlton